Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining Figuratively Speaking. Another episode. Tonight I will be doing a unboxing of Skeletors, being Skeletor, Skelegod, and Scareglow. Question being is, are all three Skeletor? The easy answer is yes. The not so easy answer is still yes, but how is it possible that Scareglow is Skeletor when in the cartoon of Revelations, when Skeletor turned into Skelegod, Scareglow still makes an appearance? So the not so simple answer to that is that when Skeletor put his essence into Evil Lynn's magic wand to have his essence still on the ethereal, on the not so ethereal plane, as his physical form was gone, he turned into Scareglow and was therefore in the land of the undead. Therefore, Scareglow is still Skeletor, but it is definitely his most evil side. And so, therefore, how did Scareglow still come to be when he got onto Etheria, or Eternia, excuse me, Eternos, when Skelegod was formed by gaining the power of Grayskull? That answer is not so easily came to. So, as my unboxing goes, I first wanted to kind of start talking about the theory that I have. When Skeletor died and put his essence into Evil Lynn's wand, that kept his spirit, or should I say, a little bit more than his spirit, because he was able to come back at the end when the gate was redone, reformed. Um, Same kind of happened with Prince Adam when Prince Adam died because Skeletor stabbed him with a staff. He was able to come through into Eternia again from Preternia. And so at that point comes the next question. Scareglow is outside ready to fight a war with Skeletor's minions. Uh, so to speak, so that they could go ahead and try to take over Grayskull. Then Skeletor got the Power Sword. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. He became Skelegod. And still, there is Scareglow. So let's go ahead and start with Skeletor. Revelations. Very nice artwork on the side. Makes it very, very nice. The artwork done on the back. Very nice. You get the front end of the snake at Snake Mountain spewing the lava in the background. Very nice. Skeletor, evil lord of destruction. For ages, Skeletor ravaged the land and terrorized the people of Eternia in his quest to capture all the power in the universe for himself. Now the nefarious scourge of Eternia plots his final hostile takeover of Castle Grayskull. With dark magic, devious technology, and an army of loyal soldiers at his back, this sinister sorcerer believes this time nothing can stop him, not even He-Man. I first of all want to say this rendition of Skeletor is fantastic. I love the blue on the purple. That's Skeletor, as he is from Gar, or he is a Gar, and depicted very well. What I love about this package right off the bat is that it comes with the shaping staff. This was first introduced in Filmation, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I'm glad they added this to this package. This is absolutely awesome. Hey, my buddies Customs, how are you? Thank you for joining the stream. That shaping staff is fantastic. What I really love about this is that we finally get a version of the Havoc staff with so much detail. That is the ram's head. And look at that detail in the sculpt of it. That is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. the length, and it's pretty weighty too. It's top heavy. That's solid plastic. That's not going anywhere. I love that. I know some people have. Oh, he also comes with two sets of hands. I like that. Um, I'll bring those out in a minute, as I want him to be able to hold both in his hands. He comes with a fist, already clenched fist, and one to be able to hold either the shaping staff or his havoc staff. Oh, I didn't know that. My buddy's customs. They're not going with the Gar lineage. I did not know that. Yeah, I'm more in favor of the Gar lineage myself. I know a little bit more about that, just a little bit more. So I know a lot of people aren't too thrilled with the way they did the soft goods on this particular rendition. I'm actually kind of happy with it. I don't mind the wired. I think the wired is a little bit better, a little bit more suited for being able to take pictures and whatnot, whatever. But I, I'm happy with this. It's nice. That's really nice. Yeah, it's not made cheap. Yeah, I still have to get those comics. My buddy's customs. Uh, I have the comic that is pre uh, before the cartoon. So there's a comic of Revelation that is in book form. Uh, it's like 100 and some pages. That particular book is actually pre cartoon of Revelation. So before everything that takes place in before that, and they don't really go too much into Skeletor's lineage for that, which I'm now surprised to hear that. That's yeah, yeah. I would definitely agree with that. The cape I think should go over the shoulder. I think it would have been better suited for that. Um, with the way they have it, it's just a hole goes over, and then kind of actually surprised me that they did this in two pieces and left a harness down here. That's kind of weird to me, but it's still a cool rendition. But I do love the sculpt of this head. That is fantastic. I love the way they made it all his hood all the way around, but I really love that skull face sculpt. I want to pop this hand off and grab the other one. And they spared no they really spared no expense on the detail uh, in his hands. I love the way that they did the fingernails. That they Mattel did a very good job at this. Yeah, I guess that hood could be a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. But here's that attention to detail in the hands. This way. Probably see it a little bit better if I. Oh, there we go. I absolutely love that. That is great. What I really do like about this line is Mattel really did a fantastic job with the way that you can move the chest around, the head around, 30 points of articulation, uh, 14 more points of articulation than Origins. And even though I've only been able to see classics from behind the screen, I don't own a single one. I'd like to get a couple, like just a few of the ones that I can't get for Masterverse now. Hello, Masterversal Toy Hunter. How are you, sir? Thanks for joining the stream. So there's Skeletor in all his glory with his Havoc staff and the Shaping staff. I really do love this figure. It's probably my favorite Skeletor figure that I have. The Origin one is nice. Uh, I don't have a vintage one anymore. I used to, but the Origins Skeletor will suffice with that. But this is really the one I really love the most. I love what they did with this part of the. I want to say it's a loincloth, but it's really not a loincloth. It's like I forget what they call that. It's Warriors leather flock, I guess. I like what they did with the belt. Those belts are really cool. Yeah, that sorceress figure is really, really nice. I want to get her, but she's so doggone expensive right now. Yeah, I've got to tidy up my toy room and area too. Yeah, this belt is very magnificent for what it is, and I mean, I there's not a whole lot that I can say to that. That's almost right on point. And again, I like how this is. It's kind of weird to me that this is in two pieces. So you get the straps, and then you have the crossbones up here, but you have to make sure that's right there, otherwise it looks off. But man, Skeletor is a fantastic figure. I love what they did with his feet, and the fact that these feet are the same way. almost reminds me of vampire feet. But Skeletor, as you said, he comes from a race of the Skull People, which I don't know anything about with that. I'll have to get into that comic um, so I can learn a little bit more about that. But yeah, Skeletor is a fantastic figure. I love what they did with these uh, the shin guards, those points of articulation while his knee is stiff, as I don't know what. But yeah, he gets that nice articulation in the leg as well. Hands in the way. Because of his gown, the skirt here, you don't get a whole lot of outer play with the legs, which is fine. I don't think Skeletor's intending to do splits anytime soon. But yeah, he is. He really is an amazing figure. I absolutely love this figure. This figure is fantastic by far. So that's Skeletor. Now, if we remember correctly, Skeletor is killed in Grayskull by the explosion, and the next time we see a resemblance of him, which I did not show off first, is Scareglow. Beautiful artwork on the front, very well done, Mattel. I love the artwork on the back. That is absolutely phenomenal. I love it. So, reading the back of his box, Scareglow, evil ghost of Skeletor. Fear his glow. The skeletal specter rules the underworld of Subternia. I said Preternia earlier. My mistake. Subternia, trapping lost souls inside of their deepest, darkest nightmares. But it has been too long since Scareglow has tasted true fear. If the daring adventurers wish to pass through his domain, they must pay the price. Fear for Scareglow to feast upon, or be trapped in Subternia forever. And I always love how they put the name of the figure on the side, and of course on the other side they got the artwork. I I really do love that. Mattel has really done some exquisite work on their figures, and Payne's Toy Samples. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining the stream. So Scareglow in all his glory. I've already removed his spear. I love this rendition of the spear. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, you're right. Payne's Toy Samples. All of their artwork is fantastic. Mattel's got some really good artists. Very good artists indeed. And then he comes with two sets of hands, which is great. I love what they did with the hands. I could do more of a showing of the hand here. The showing of his hands here, he's got that bone look here, which is more accented than the Origins version. And of course, his hands glow as well as his head. But I really like that. That awesome, phenomenal work. I really do love this skull. Very intricate in design. If this was a silver skull, this would really kind of remind me more of a Terminator. It's a really cool skull. I love it. And then, of course, you've got his overglow here. And just like Skeletor's, I wish this would have been over the shoulder as well. It's not, as I have a guest who just joined me with no introduction needed from Radical Toys. It's Adam.
Hey guys,
Sir, how are you?
how are
How you
you?
doing today?
I just saw you got your live stream,
Yes,
so
sir. Yes, sir.
that's just
I
some channel stuff, plugging around.
Yeah, I've been doing that all day. I've been doing videos all day and putting them up on YouTube. So trying to get my channel up and going a little bit more, adding some more stuff, trying to do the daily thing.
Hey, I see my buddy's custom saying hello, and we got Payne's toy sample. It's awesome. We got Masterverse toy hunters in the house too. Awesome stuff.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I had sent out a link on. I had sent out a link on the Toy Network. There's going to be an open mic session if anybody wants to join.
Yeah, that's kind of where I saw it because I was just kind of poking around, and then I drop in once in a while to the chat to see what people are doing. So I saw it.
Well, I thank
I
you
was
for
like, cool,
joining.
we drop in here for a bit. What everyone is doing. I see you were doing Skeletor, so I was like, hey, I'll grab my Skeletor puppet.
Yes, yes, yes. So, like, I have the three renditions in Masterverse for the Skeletor. So, of course, there's Skeletor in all his glory with the Havoc staff and the shaping staff. Scareglow in all
Lying
his
in and out there a little bit.
do what?
Oh, Radical Mom's in there too.
Oh yes, hello, Radical Mom. How are you? Thank you for joining the stream. So yeah, I really do kind of like these soft goods for the capes. They're not they're not fantastic, but they work for the figure. They really do. I love
Yeah,
I love
those are the capes that I was talking about that I wasn't too big on because I like the wired ones. So, like the exclusive that we're going to be getting tomorrow and drop will be a pretty cool cape. But yeah, I wish Mattel could make her capes. I don't know. They seem to be like do real thin capes. Same with the or when they do the stuff with the origins too, but they're okay. They work.
Yeah, they definitely work. Yeah,
I got the glows you got.
yeah, I really do like the way they did this figure. That and of course, I love the way they do the skirt with the belt. Um, the way that they have
Yeah,
just made all this artistic design on all these characters to be very
yeah.
to be very much like a cartoon.
Uh, I'm with on that comment. He's saying Wired is best. I'm with that. I find the Wired capes are the best because I find for some reason I like thicker capes. And I know with the what is it, the PowerCon exclusive Scareglow, the exact same one you got in the hand, but it was an exclusive one. They did a way it was fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. Hello, Nolan. How are you,
Instead of
sir? Thank you.
yellow, his bones are green.
Oh, really? Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. He comes with it's kind of like a slipper box, but when box there's an LED light in there, so it's like a black light, so it shines on them, and it makes the green look like it's actually glowing. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, wow. I'll have to check that out for sure.
You'll have to check it out. It's pretty neat.
I really like what they did with his shin guards. He's kind of got this almost like a shadow beast like tooth coming up out of it.
Yeah.
And then I love the way that they again the 30 points of articulation. Like if I put this next to my Origin Scare Glow, there's like no. Now I know the Origins is supposed to be like the vintage, but there's like no way to really compare which one. Like I've really gotten into this Masterverse since I decided to get into it. Um, and these are some really cool figures. I love the way that you could do the whole chest pop and swivel around, the waist swivels, legs. You know what they do is what they do, and then just just the really small attention to details that they did on these figures, that they could do on these figures compared to what they could do with Origins because they're doing them more to the vintage line. Very cool. Mattel has Mattel definitely has a
Yeah.
recipe for success.
Yeah. The master line is really good. It just keeps getting better and better and goes along. It's I think they're at the greatness with the line, and I just hope it continues. So I know some of the earlier stuff wasn't as great, like the Wave One wasn't the greatest. Aside from Evil Lyn, in my opinion, I thought they did Evil Lyn justice, but the other characters weren't the greatest in Wave One. But they got better and better and better. Like from Man at Arms going forward, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, I just got. Uh, she will be showing up here soon. I just got the Wave One Evil in, um, and I have a Man at
That one
Arms.
was great.
I have a Man at Arms who's getting ready to be sent here too. However, I think my only problem with Man at Arms is that when I take a look at how the Man at Arms really looks, I'll really have to decipher for myself when I get it in hand. But his body
Probably
looks
like it. It's pretty good.
his body looks a little bit like I know that chest piece and whatnot is supposed to make him look like he has a really thick chest, whatnot, whatever. But from looking at it, he don't really have that sculpt. He's got the real narrow sculpt.
Yeah, it's a little different, but you get them in hand, you'll like them because the quality of them is really good.
Yes. Um, I was kind of on the fence with Skelegod too, because Skelegod was. I kind of thought maybe with the way that he was going to be designed, but I have him in hand now, and I love again. Mattel does such good artwork,
Yeah, oh yeah.
and then the back of that artwork.
I've like come obsessed what they did with the Dark Evil Lynn's artwork. It's probably the best I've seen. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I've actually been, and again, I'm still on the fence with the Dark Evil Lyn, and I think my only thing with that is because this the plastic window. I
Right.
love the
Yeah, and that's a lot of people, especially I would think that card collectors would rather have the plastic see through. I would think, but I don't know. To each their own. I'm fine either way. I'm still gonna keep the box regardless. Or box, you know what I mean?
yes. I
Color
I just
boxes. I like the artwork that's on those.
I love the way this look sea cloud. Haha. One for the blooper reel.
Yep.
I really do love this cape. I love the fact that they added this extra accent on his cape for
Yeah, the
Skelegod.
extra layer is pretty neat.
The extra layer plus the like little plastic gray blue uh, thing on the tassel. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like they should be doing the capes a lot thicker with all their characters, but they kind of dare I say cheap out on some of the other characters, and they make their capes a little thinner. And I'm not a fan of the material because it's like it's almost see through. It's just not the greatest quality, but so they do some characters like King Grayskull from the Masterverse line. I don't know if you have him or not. But he's a
I
perfect
do.
example of an excellent cape. Excellent cape.
Yes, yes. Like I love the way that shoulder harness is wired on the top of the cape.
Yeah,
I
that's what
absolutely
I love too. And the material is actually thicker. If you feel like the material and you feel some of the material on say somebody like the first Skeletor or oh I don't know like Shira from the Origins, it's very thin.
yes. I don't have the Shira, but I know what you're talking about because like I have a friend of mine who said that the Shira cape on his for Masterverse is almost identical to the one that they put on Origins, just that kind of thinness.
It probably is like I'm looking at my Shira now. I haven't taken her off, but I know her cape's very thin material. So what I plan on doing is getting a custom cape for her shortly down the line. Like I'm already looking at capes for some of my characters, like her and who's the other one, Katra. I want like a nice wired purple cape for my Katra because her cape was another one that was really thinly done. I
Mm.
mean, they look fine. They look fine from a distance or whatever. But if you're going for like really good quality, they're not the greatest.
This is something that I like about his cape. He's got these two. Those are like I think they're earth magnets.
I thought they originally were, but I'm pretty sure they're not. I'm pretty sure they're just clamped on. Like those, see those little two lips that are in the center? I'm pretty
Right.
sure it just holds on from there. Because I was actually trying to test it to see if it was magnetized, and I don't think it is.
Oh,
I'm almost positive it's not magnetized. Those little silver pins, I believe, are just to keep the layers of cape together. I'm almost positive.
hmm.
Because I originally thought that too. I thought it was magnetized.
It definitely looks like it.
It looks like it, but if you don't put the lip on it and just try to attach it with those silver pieces, you could tell it's not.
I absolutely love that.
What
Little
piece is
part.
that? Oh, is that the?
That's the little green part that's on around the neck.
Oh, right. Yeah, the translucent like flame or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's. Mm. And then I really do. I really love these his shoulder pads.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best part about it. Even it hinders the articulation a little bit, but it is a pretty cool piece.
Yeah,
It's
you
well
know
crafted.
very well crafted. Like they really did not spare anything. And yeah, actually, I do believe you're right. Now that I can
Yeah,
see how it hooks in, yeah,
yeah. See, it
that's just
just
holding it
rests. It
together.
just rests on the lip. That's all it does.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Very nice indeed. I'm actually surprised this is so many pieces.
Yeah. I like them a lot better than the Wave One Skeletor. The Wave One Skeletor drives me bananas. I actually the way they did the feet on the Wave One Skeletor drives me insane. I cannot get my Skeletor to stand up, and I think they did the same with I think it was Stinkor that they shared those feet with. It's one of the other characters, and it just drives me insane. I just don't like the way they sculpted the foot. They have it where the foot is flat and then it curves up and then goes back into a heel. Yes, those feet. I hate those feet. I despise them. I don't ever want to see those feet come back.
Mm,
Because
I
if
don't
you
know.
look at it, like if you look at it, you'll see what I mean. Like it goes flat and then it curves in and then it goes back to the heel again, and it makes it hard to stand the character up. I don't know why they went with that choice.
Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Yes.
I I really do wish I had a secondary camera so I could just have it right on the toy instead of always being on me. But yeah, I definitely see what you're talking about. That arch in his foot. It's a little bit. That's definitely a little bit high.
Yeah, and it makes it difficult for them to stand up, especially where like well, thankfully they didn't do it with Skelegod, but they did it with Stinkor too.
Now, to me, what's funny
Looked
is
fine, like at a distance.
I do I do notice this with let's see, they did Savage He-Man does not does he? I have to look at my Savage He-Man. I haven't unboxed him yet. But my
He
I
just
believe
has
I know he comes with Orko,
yep.
and that might be
Comes
the
with
only thing.
Orko. This No, he comes with Orko, the stand. He comes with the spear. He comes with
That's right.
oh, what else does he come with? I can't remember now. I know he comes with the spear. I think he might come with the power sword, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that one, but I think they put that in there. I know he comes with the cool spear. He comes with a pretty badass spear.
I've got another guest coming
Oh, and he
in.
comes with
No
an axe. He,
introduction.
he comes with an axe.
That's right. Hello, my
Hello,
buddies
hello.
customs.
Hello.
Hi, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Took me a while to get this to work on my phone.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
So, you guys
Oh,
looking at Skelegod? Let me pull
Yeah,
out my guys here.
Skelegod.
Skelegod. Some of the Wave
Yes.
One stuff, I think.
I got them like back here on my little shelf over here. I'm gonna try to grab them without knocking everything over.
Yep.
I was doing a little picture diorama last night, so that's why I got these guys set out.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Roboto there.
Well, I have to pull out a couple
I'll be
fingers to
doing
get to him.
My
Yeah,
buddy's
there's
customs.
there's
That's,
the axe I was talking about.
yes.
What's up?
But
Here it is.
your Roboto. That's Masterverse Roboto, isn't it?
Yes, he is.
Yep.
I just purchased that.
Yep. He's really cool.
I
Oh.
can't wait for that to come in.
My only minor complaint is just they used a gray plastic on the head where I wish it was more metallic, like maybe a little paint. But I'm just going to go in there and paint it myself. And the only other gripe is that when his face comes down, it's not black underneath.
Really?
But that's just something I'm going to paint also. Yeah. But other than that, he's really cool. I was
yeah, because they did the black underneath the Origins one, did they not?
Yep. Yeah. I was recreating the scene where Tila and the others were escaping Subternia when Skelegod shows up. So I had all those figures out and I was posing them. Let me try to put Savage He-Man back here without knocking them over.
So,
I have a habit of.
I'm actually surprised they didn't the Skelegod fuck with the Savage He-Man. I'm surprised they didn't do that.
Yeah. So I put a little. This is from. I think it's from my Lightning Collection Green Ranger figure, the little blade effect. So I just put that on the sword. It looks really cool.
That really does. I like that.
Yeah, it works good.
The only thing with Skelegod that I didn't quite like, and again, it's probably just with like my figure, but he's got really weak ankles. So I've had to put him on one of my Mick Farland stands. But now he stands up.
It's definitely
perfectly.
not just yours. Mine was the same. Mine's the exact same.
Yeah.
I must have gotten lucky because mine are stiff.
Yeah, his legs are not
today
stiff at all.
I use the same stand you do. I got a lot of McFarlane stands.
But one thing I did with my Skelegod, because you just had him out, I added a little silver paint on his belt here, and also on his cuffs.
Nice. Yes, that is
because he should have it from the show, but he doesn't. He does have the gray on the boots here, but he was missing those on the cuffs. There we go.
Me.
But yeah, if you take a flashlight here, I'm going to try to do this without blinding everyone. If you put it behind his body, you can see that he is a smoky, translucent plastic. You can actually see through his body. Yeah, so that's also something I actually didn't notice until someone actually pointed it out. I was like, oh, that's actually really cool.
That is very cool.
You can just barely notice it on the fingers, but that was the indication how I found out about it.
I thought maybe it actually was just the fingers, but no, it's his entire upper torso. I don't believe the legs are. They might be, but I doubt it.
It's been a moment since I had. You can try it. I haven't had mine out in a while.
They are. They're also translucent. You can kind of see it. But yeah.
Yeah, it's just hard to tell because it's black plastic.
Yeah. And of course I got his weapon over here. You try to get that
that means the Powermon one would be too.
Yeah, I really love that spear.
Yeah. But yeah, this guy, the buck on him, the chest and the abs, I wish they could take this buck and put it on He-Man, because this is definitely a different sized chest. This is like a
Yes.
special buck, because this is the size He-Man should be, where he's very
Or at the very least, that Savage He-Man should be that size.
yeah. Savage He-Man. It annoys me that he is the same size as other figures. I kind of contemplated maybe getting one of those Hulk figures, sanding down the ripped pants, and then making
Yeah.
because you could tell here by the abs and the chest, he's very different.
Yep. A lot of
yeah.
people pointed that out when they came out with him.
Because they should be about the same size.
Yes, if you're following like the cartoon accuracy, absolutely.
I was
Yeah,
eventually gonna take this character and turn him into a 2000X King Gray Skull or something. Until now, he's kind of in the back corner of my collection, in the corner of shame. Probably my least favorite character, but the only redeeming quality of him, of course, is everyone's favorite little friend, Orko.
My absolute favorite character.
Mine, though, the stand on mine is kind of loose, so when I have him standing there, he tips around. But other than that, he's really cool.
I think my stand is loose too. So what I did was tighten it. I think you can actually tighten the screw in it.
It's not a screw. Here, I'll pull him off the stand here.
I can't remember, but I could have sworn you're able to tighten that.
It does appear to have a screw on the backside, but it's kind of this middle part. That's very loose.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Because this is a flat, like, piece of metal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't tighten that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about how's the bottom piece connected?
Same
thing. Okay.
Yeah, and this one's actually very, very nice. It keeps its pose.
Oh, that's right too. I remember now because I covered this, and when I covered it, I was mentioning that once it goes loose, there's no way to really tighten it.
I believe it's the same. It's the same peg hole as like Origins.
It's pretty close, I believe. Yeah, because you can.
I think you can just pop them on.
I think you can put the Origins.
Let me pop them on here. And this thing's being a pain in the butt. Because that peg, since it goes back and forth, you try to peg them in, and the peg slips every time it like bends down when I'm trying to pop them on.
I'm gonna mute out a minute. My kids' grandparents are here to pick them up. I will be right back.
All right.
All right.
Try to.
I can hold the fort.
Yeah. There we go. And mine came. I had to get a refund on the character when I took the scarf off him, and I noticed on the arm it was cracked at the seam. So every time I'd move his arm, it was like starting to crack more and more.
Really?
So I messaged Mattel, and they gave me a refund on them. But other than that, yeah,
yep, they're really good. Their customer service is so good.
In fact, I had to message them today and I don't want to I probably won't pull them out unless John says it's okay. But I got the 87 movie He-Man, and the sheath on his sword, you can't fully sheath it. It's it has the slot on one end to put the sword through, but the opposite end is solid plastic. So the sword actually sticks up a good inch off his back.
That's cool. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, can actually probably.
Yeah, quality control is great.
Yeah, and I've only had to do this for a couple figures. He-Man was one. My
I
Hordak
think
was another.
I had to. I think the one I had to. The one I had to get a refund my faker. I had my the ankle or the wrist joint was so loose that you couldn't even peg it into the wrist, just fall out.
Yeah, my Hordak looked like he had gotten a fight with the person trying to put him in the package, and he's got like gouges in his leg, like a box cutter knife had actually cut his leg.
Ouch.
So I sent that to him. I'm like, I don't think this is part of the design. I do like battle damage features, but yeah, no. But here, I'll pull up my Skeletor here now that I can get to him. I added just a little paint, not much, but you can see on his belt there, I put a few little silver paint dots and the dots on the tassels here. And then did the same thing up on top for his shoulders, and then on the cross guard here.
Right.
Very nice.
A little bit of dirt there. But yeah, just a little tiny extra paint. Makes them look really nice. And what I actually really like about the staff,
Yeah.
the head of this staff is on a ball joint. You can pop this off and put it on as an actual head. So one thing that actually looks kind of cool, and I'll do it with this one here, because it pops off. I'm going to take Skelegod here. Okay, you might have to heat it up a little bit because the hole is just a little bit small. But imagine how cool this would look with that collar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's really cool. That looks sinister as heck.
Yes.
Because I believe I was messing around. I took this plastic collar piece off and I set it on top of Skeletor's shoulders here. And I was able to pop the head on. So he had the hood and that little like neck collar piece, and it looked really cool.
Nice.
But yeah, that's put the head back on the staff here. The only other thing I wish they added to the Skeletor, and it just would have been a nice little nod, is that when he is fighting against He-Man in episode 1, there is a little kind of scythe sickle that he creates out of like a magic that he puts on the end of his staff. Or no, sorry, it actually comes out of the like mouth here. That would have been a cool clip-on, and then a little sharp point, like a little dagger clip-on, because when he pierces Adam through his back, spoilers, he has like a little point that he creates on the staff. So those two things would have been cool. But other than that, this was like one of the first Massiverse figures I gotten. He is amazing. Let me
He's one of the first ones I got too. I actually got the entire wave in one set, but I had to get it off eBay at the time because there was no, you couldn't find them in my area till like 6 months later.
Mm. Oh, I don't know.
Now, while you were away, John, I was talking about one of the defaults with one of my figures. Is it okay if I pull out a figure that you guys probably don't have?
Sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not like overtaking or showing anything you're going to show later. So
No.
I was telling Adam, I picked up the movie He-Man here, and he looks really great, except for this. The sheath on the back, or pull out a sword here, which is really cool sword. I love that sword. But, so he has a little sheath here on the back. I currently have it put on backwards so that I don't lose it. But if you put it on the correct way, the sword is supposed to slide into here. You can actually see the slot of where the sword's supposed to go in. But on the other side, if I pull it around, there is no hole on the back side here.
Oh.
So if I go to put the sword in, now line it up, make sure I get it. All right. I'm going to move its cape to the side. So I'm going to put the sword in, slide it in. It only goes in about 1/4 inch, but this is as far as the sword goes into his back. So the sword's like sticking up really, yeah, no. So what I had to do is, so it doesn't bend the plastic, instead of just laying it on top, because eventually that's going to warp the plastic, I just pulled the sheath part off because it just pegs in to the back there. And I just put it on backwards like that, and then I can sheath the sword all the way in.
Oh, that's nice.
Huh.
But yeah, so that was a mishap.
Why it looks like half a sheath connected to a strap.
Right, and I've seen other people, I've seen Pixel Dan's reviews and a bunch of others, and they don't have that issue. So I think it's just like a small batch of figures that affects.
Yes.
Oh, maybe.
But there is my Skeletors, my Scareglow. I got a few others, but
Hey, we got Brick Something's in the house.
Hello, Brick.
Oh, what's up, Brick?
Hello, Brick.
And then, of course, just to give a little quick peek, because I got to. Boop, 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 boop.
I love that Skeletor.
He's so fantastic. I had one mishap with him, but I fixed it myself. This shoulder was on upside down, and I feared it was glued in. But when I looked at the side, there is on the other side, you can see a little white peg. So I took a flathead, put it in there, wedged it up, and the whole shoulder just popped off. So I was able to flip around and put it back on. But yeah, since I had Skeletor out, I had to pull out, and then I took a little rubber band and properly put the cosmic key on his side, because he should have it sheathed, but the handle for it is like upside down.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so now it just kind of dangles there as it should. But yeah, I think the only other Skeletor I have is the New Adventures. Or no, not New Adventure. Oh, I wish I had that one. Sorry, the New Eternia.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Skeletor also, because I've posed him a lot, his ankles have gotten a little weak, so he's another one I kind of have to have on a stand.
Yeah, I really do like that New Eternia. He's what? The New Eternia Skeletor is Barbarian Skeletor?
Yes.
Yeah. The Viking He-Man, isn't it? Or
yeah, Viking He-Man, Barbarian Skeletor. Yes. And I love this. I love the scimitar that he comes with.
Yeah.
I like
really
his
nice.
skin tone. Like, I think they did justice
skin
to the skin tone. I love it.
I like that all the figures come with the extra parts to display them both ways. And this is actually my preferred. I like the extra armor, and I like the hood. The other head's okay, but my only minor complaint is that they didn't paint the fingernails or his toes. So I have to go in and paint those.
Yep.
But the cape is really nice. It's actually a shinier, wider. Like, this cape is wide. And actually perfectly slides on and off. So I don't actually have to take the head off to pull the armor off. Mine had a little paint mishap, which is something I'm going to go in and fix. But here on the gem, you can see some paint missing.
Okay.
It's like it partially painted it. But yeah, this accessory, you can put it on any figure, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
Let me see the front of that again, bud.
The armor or the figure?
The armor. Oh, that's fantastic.
I have some
Yeah.
purple metallic paint that I'm going to go in and paint that bat logo, make it pop. And then some silver on the little pins here, or the little clamps.
Yep, yep.
That's
But
the
yeah, that perfectly
Skeletor that I
just
use.
slides right over.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably, when doing photos and whatnot, this is probably the Skeletor I prefer to use. That
That's the one
nice,
I
sinister
use.
face. And see how, like, when I was saying the hood sculpt in the chat, let me try to compare that.
He reminds me of the Hobgoblin with that type of hood that he's got on the Wave 1.
Yeah. So, like, the hood just looks a little bit small. Like, it should be a little bit bigger, at least on top. Like, I like the extra sculpting they did on the hood, but it just should be a little bit bigger. But yeah, we've got Skeletors for days, and I just tipped some of them over. Oops.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna head on out. I got supper here that I'm gonna be eating. I just want to drop in, say hello for a few minutes.
All right.
You guys have a. Oh, is Figuratively Speaking? Is he back yet, or is he gone again? Or is John, I should say.
Oh, John, I think he might be AFK still.
Okay, well I can stay here till he comes back, so you're not by yourself or whatever.
Oh, that's all right. I can. If you have to go, it's fine. I can manage things.
All right, good enough. I'll head
I'll
out
just pull
then.
up.
I just got supper ready. That's all.
All right. I'll just wow people with random figures.
Sounds good, man. That's good to talk
All
to
right.
you. We'll see you guys
Yeah,
later.
man. Later. Let's get that other Skeletor out here quick. Let's have the whole family here. Yeah, this figure is absolutely beautiful. If you take the shawl off, the around the neck cape part that's plastic, he looks really strange. But everything put on, he no, do not tip over. He looks just really great. There's so many stabs and stuff. All the Havoc stabs are poking into the other figures. There we go. And this is why figure stands are important things to have. Yeah, this figure is beautiful. I was so happy to get him. He's got kind of a wider cape, but again, a slightly over the shoulder cape. Like if it were to stretch out like that far, like this far, it'd be perfect. I know a lot of people complained, oh, it's kind of plum purple. It should be black. But the actual picture of the outfit they made, they put the black cape and hood in a purple dye. So it should actually be black, but when it shines in the light, it'll shine purple. But the cameras they used back then didn't quite pick up that like color. Yeah. But I believe he was talking about Skelegod. So I will pull out the Skelegod. He is a very nice figure. The armor, thankfully, this shoulder armor doesn't hinder our articulation much. All the parts are pretty easy to pull off. Sadly, I don't believe the shoulder harness here, or the harness on his back comes off. That'd be kind of nice, because you can. I did a picture where I fitted this over the Skeletor armor, and it looked really cool. but this under the arm harness was kind of getting in the way, so articulation was limited. But that head sculpt, that is just really nice. And the little extra sword effect was a nice little touch. I believe I have the hand effect. Yeah, here it is. I currently had it on one of my Green Lantern figures for their power ring. And this just nicely fits over, I think. Let me try to see where. There's a special way you kind of gotta fit it on. It's almost like it doesn't like slot into place, but with the way the flames are, there we go. That fits in the way it should. There he is, properly holding the power sword aloft. So now that tomorrow the Evil Lyn figure is coming out, I cannot wait to get that because there are some really cool photos. I started doing a photo shoot using Skeletor and the Sorceress Evil Lyn to do that scene where Sorceress is trying to get the sword from Skeletor. So she kind of mounts him on his throne. And the second that Sorceress figure came out, I was like, oh, okay, that's like the first scene I need to recreate using that. Let's see here. Oh, Oz showed up. What's up, Oz? Thanos. Brick something. Nolan. Yeah, I'm just here talking while, figuratively speaking, is taking care of something quick. And of course, I've got. Might as well pull her out. It's kind of just a figure showing off now. Got the Sorceress Evil Lyn right there. She is beautiful. Yeah, I know I'm probably going to be. I'm going to try to go to bed early. I'm kind of hoping my insomnia doesn't kick in tonight. If it kicks in too hard, I'm just going to stay awake until the figure goes live. But I'll definitely be picking up that God mode Evil Lyn.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, hey, what's up? Nope. That's all good.
Had to come back. My kids forgot their school clothes.
That's all good. I've just been pulling out figures and talking about them.
I see Ostradamus Toys has made it to the chat.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. How are you? I know, right? This chat is definitely filled with some of my most favorite people.
Yep. It's always good how we always pop in each other's videos. Show the support.
Absolutely.
I was just saying, I was almost thinking here, my desk is all like purples and blacks and dark looking figures.
See, like,
oh wait,
that's the only Skeletor that I don't have right now, I think, is that the
movie one?
The movie Skeletor. That's the only one I don't have right now.
I believe it's up on Target. On the app, you can just order it and it'll ship out. But yeah, I gave her the purple sword because I was recreating when she puts the sword into the wall and the archway that opens up to pre-Eternia.
Yes.
And I posted all those pictures in the Toy Frenzy Discord, but I'll also be posting them up on my Instagram feed later. But I figure since tomorrow is Evil Lyn Day.
Absolutely.
Had to pull up my Evil Lyns.
Brick something. Thank you for joining the chat. See you later. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for showing up.
Yeah, the purple power sword that you got with her, that's the one that came with King Grayskull, isn't it?
Yes. And one thing I kind of wish they would start doing with these swords, they put that like metallic nice paint on it. They need to put a sealant or finish on it because the sword actually has these like little bumps on the handle, and
Right.
the paint has been chipping off.
Oh wow.
And that's another issue with my movie He-Man. A lot of the paint chipped off the handle. I'm gonna have to repaint that brown. I need to get some hodgepodge
Hmm.
and seal it because so much paint has come off of that sword. His hand is there's little brown specks like everywhere. I have to go in there with a toothpick and like try to like scrape it off.
Wow.
Yeah,
And then I see you got the other evil Lyn there with the bat motif,
you
Sorceress
pulled her
of
out.
Lyn.
If if there was purple on a figure, I was pretty much pulling it out.
Nice.
Well, this has a little purple. Why not? Doesn't get showcased a lot.
I really do love that. Oh, Catra.
Catra. Might as well pull her out.
Gotta
She's
have that
an
princess of power.
she's
Hello,
another one. She's kind of got weak ankles, so I definitely have to have her on a stand. Let me move her over. My pretty soon my whole desk is just gonna fill up with figures. That's okay though.
do you have the trap jaw figure? I just did a review on my trap jaw figure.
Yes, I do.
What do
Hold
you
on
think?
here.
What do you think about that trap jaw figure? I think it's amazing.
I love it. My only gripe on him, and it's not the jaw. I love the tongue hanging out, but since he came with his cultist robes, he should have came with an extra head, because when he turns to a cultist in the episode, or before he turns to a cultist, there's that flashback, and Tila cuts his face. Or was no, actually that was during episode 2 when they her and Andra break in to Snake Mountain. Tila takes her sword and cuts his face, so there's a large scar, and he's got like a cyborg eye.
Oh
So he
yeah,
should have
that's right.
came with an extra head. But on this figure, I went in with a little red paint, and I added
Nice.
some like scarred flesh because otherwise he does have a Kermit smile. I can't avoid it. So I just went in with a little paint. But yeah, he's Trapjaw is always one of my favorite Skeletor villains. I love him so much. I got him, and then of course because I got him, and another one I touched up a little bit. I
Very
added some
nice.
silver on him just to get a little more paint. And he's also
Ostradamus
just a
Toys,
beautiful
thank you.
figure.
Ostradamus Toys, thank you for coming to the stream. See you a little bit later.
Always good to see Oz. And heck, why not?
I'm on
Hordak
the
himself.
I'm on the fence with the Hordak. I don't. I kind of feel like the arm for his mechanical shooter is a little bit thin.
Yeah. The blast effect is pretty cool though. And I love the little dinks and dents in his shield.
Yes.
And then I also took there's these things called panel line markers, and they're used to bring out um panel lines on model kits or Gundams. And I took a gray panel line marker and just made all the creases in his face just pop.
That is really nice. Yeah, I've got the Triclops. If anybody hasn't seen, I've already got the next 3 or 4 weeks of my lives already up, ready to be streamed, scheduled to be streamed on Friday nights at 7:15. Central Standard Time. So my next one, if I'm not mistaken, is Triclops for the review. And then, of course, after that, I've got the Savage He-Man and Orko. Merman, Beastman. I've got quite
Merman's, yeah. I don't have him. I was kind of holding out, hoping they would do a classic version.
on the Merman.
Yeah, or I kind of wish they would have packed in his armor and a separate head.
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, because, well, what I like about this one, just because, one, it's the Revelation style.
Yeah.
The Revelation style, to me, he seems more like he's a pirate.
Mm-hmm. And that's actually really cool.
Right. So he kind of reminds me of the whole pirate type thing, but it's a really cool figure.
That silly pun He-Man makes about the pirate flag having Skeletor's face, I'm like,
yes,
that is something He-Man would say. That is so dorky, but so amazing.
Yes. One of my that's definitely one of my favorite lines in there when he did that.
And I kind of like how they made, or Tila made hint that, He-Man had the humor of a teenage boy, kind of hinting to Andra that, yeah, He-Man is actually a kid, or a younger man.
Mega J Retro, hello, how are you, sir?
Thanks Mega J, what is up?
Getting the legends.
Right? Anytime Mega J pops in the chat, it's a great time.
Yes, Motu Origins is going strong in 2023. Absolutely. We are not the death of Origins or Motu.
No. Retail might probably see a decline, but yeah, that line's not going to end anytime soon.
Correct. I seem to have misplaced one of my hands for my Skeletor, and I don't know where it dropped off.
I'll give you an amazing tip. Get a hobby box where you can, almost like a tackle box, and take all your extra hands and accessories and store them in. I use these all the time.
I have, you know what I've done? I have actually done a little bit better. I got all my stuff in Ziploc bags, like my Origins and my Masters of the WWE, so they're all in Ziploc bags. But I definitely need to get a storage box like that.
Yeah, I got some of them. This is a mix of like McFarlane. I've got Origin. I've got Masterverse. I've got some NECA. In fact, I should probably keep this out because this would be a neat accessory for like Orko to have. This is from the, I think, Goliath book. Or no, sorry, the NECA Goliath and the NECA Demona.
Yes.
I got this really neat book here. And the book actually like opens up.
Wow.
Yeah, the thing is really cool. So like Orko can hold this for his like spells. And then I have another one here that is already pre-opened. And it actually has like little scribbles in it.
Nice.
Yeah, so like Orko can hold this for all his little spells, or if we get like a Eldor figure or any of the elders themselves. I'll try to pry this book open. This one's really nice.
Yeah, nice. They have a from the movie Hocus Pocus. They have a small rendition of the book like that, of Book, with the eyeball open on the front of the book.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a really cool rendition for what they did with that.
So that's really cool. It even opens up 3 different ways, I believe. Is there a 4th? Does it open in the back? No, it doesn't. So you can have the front page here, and then open that up, it's kind of a pain to close because like with all NECA stuff, you don't want to force it because you don't want to break it. And believe me, I have broken NECA before, and it sucks.
Yes.
It's like the hinge on the front part of this door is really finicky. There we go. Now I got it shut. But yeah, it's a nice little book.
Yeah, I love the way they designed that. Just the little intricate designs in it.
Let me get Skelegod. It's like every time I pull out figures, I got to pull out like 10 figures just to put one back. And because I don't want to like reach in, grab a figure, and then like watch like 8 to 9 figures tip over.
Right.
That sucks. I've done it before. I was setting up my shelf display. I'll try to turn my camera here so you can see it. I got these like risers, and I was setting Mechanic up at the very top there, and I just got them in, and from here down, these all just fell over and toppled over. So, yeah, that sucked.
That's a really nice display that you have there, though.
Oh, thank you. Those risers were $15 for a like 2-pack.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the price was because I've been looking around at some and it was like $18 for like one, but that price for two, I was like, oh, gimme.
Yeah. I was looking for because those are like the step risers.
Yeah.
And I was looking for some of those the other day, and yeah, I haven't seen them for less than like $20, maybe $22.
Yep. You can get some cool ones with like little fairy lights around them so you can like light them up. But honestly, if you get some of those little tea lights that are like battery powered and just place them behind the clear acrylic, it'll like lightly light it up and it'll like flicker and it looks really nice.
Yes.
I've always been looking into like lights for displays and stuff.
Like this was one of my favorite things with Skelegod's cape. That right there, that bottom half, I do wish this was wired.
Yeah.
I absolutely do wish that was wired.
Mm-hmm.
But that is fantastic. And again, I love this plastic gem that they kind of put there.
Yeah, those little tasks. Yeah, those are great. I guess there's one more purple guy since I was showing off purple. Don't fall over. Don't tip anything over. Oh god, oh god, okay. I got it. Haha. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, you got too bad.
Yeah.
I'm on the hunt for 'em. I am definitely on the hunt for them. I keep seeing them online, but I don't want to pay.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay the price.
Yeah. And also depending the area, and I see a lot of times in Cali, like the deluxes are like $40.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here in St. Louis. So.
Oh, okay. I'm in southern Wisconsin, and they're like 32, so standard price.
Yeah, I think our standard price is like 40, 42, somewhere in there.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, so especially then you got to be, you want to get them when they're on sale or if there's a discount.
Absolutely.
Sometimes the site does run sales. I've seen like King Grayskull down to like $22.
I got my King Grayskull for $20 on eBay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't. And actually, let me take that back. I was in an auction. I got uh, my Triclops, my Trapjaw, King Gray Skull, and Savage He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I paid $10 for them. I got all four of them for $40. I wanted an auction.
Nice. That is amazing. Have you gotten the new Eternia Beastman?
I have not. I'm I I like the way he is. I see he's very very massive,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if I want Beastman that soft good fur. um, I'm kind of
What's
used to
nice is
Beastman being.
you can display them both ways, which is nice. But yeah, I
Yeah,
I get it.
but I mean, my thing is, I know my girls are going to get into it. They're going to want to play with it, just like any of my others. And hey, that's what kids do. They want to play with
Oh,
it.
yep.
And of course, there are some that I'm not going to let them play with, and there are some that I am going to let them play with. Now, all my Masters of the Universe, go ahead and play with them. I've got some stuff that I won't let them touch, just because of the age of it.
Yeah.
They have a toy box that the lady of the house and I went and bought, and we got it for a really really cheap price, and it's very well made. But this toy box is 100 years old,
Ooh.
and now since we've had it in this house now for 3 years. It's 103 years old. So and it looks like a giant barn. The top on one side raises up, and then it's got two barn doors on this side, two barn doors on the opposite side. So, like, if they really wanted to, it's got a shelf inside, and then it's got that full inlay. So, like, if they wanted to, they could play with it as a dollhouse, as a big old barn, whatnot, whatever, and they do just that, as well as store their toys in it. And I'm just like, cool, just don't break it.
Someone had a really old trunk chest that they wanted me to paint into a toy chest for their like daughter, and so yeah, I painted that all up with some nice pink flowers and gold trimming and all that, and those can look really nice. Like those
Yes.
old antiques trunks and storage and
Oh yeah, because like this toy box, it's got knobs on it that I don't think I've seen at any time. I don't even remember them being around when I was a kid. Yeah, that's probably my absolute favorite Beastman that I got. They did so much work to that Beastman.
I took the extra armor from the new Eternia, and it fits on them.
Oh, really?
So this is the Revelation one.
Right. Yeah, because I don't think I've got them right here. He don't come with any armor, does he?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
And that was like, I mean, I get it for the show, but it just would have been a nice pack-in, so like you could display him kind of both ways.
Right. Because I got, let's see, my very first Masterverse character I got, which I haven't even unboxed her yet. I was waiting for my Tila to come in, and which I finally got her the day before yesterday.
Oh, nice.
On Saturday, but I've got Andrea or Andra,
Mm-hmm.
and I absolutely love her motif and what she has. I love that extra mask.
I actually bought two of them.
Yeah, I have plans for that second head, that other motif.
Yep.
I definitely.
I know what you're thinking. In fact, actually, all right, mine might be a little bit different, but I have. Let me grab her. She's way in the back here. King Gray Skull, don't tip over. Oof. Okay. Haha. So of course, I've got this one with her
Yes.
cape on. Then I also have, where's she at? Oh, she's over here. So I have this one here. And, it's why would I have two? Well, I also have an extra cape or cloak. So I've got the cloak here. And I've got Tila. So let's pop Tila's head off. Try to without breaking it. There we go. Take our extra head. We'll just... Oh, Masterverse figure tipped over.
Uh-oh.
Or no, Origin. And now we've got Tila with the mask on from episode 2. And we'll just pop the cloak on her. I don't tie mine the same way it's supposed to be tied. I do a crisscross across the chest, and then wrap it around the back. And then from behind, I'll tie it in a little, not knot, but I'll just, tie it once so it looks like that. And then I'll adjust it so the tassels are pointing, or the tie is kind of pointing downwards. I'll use the little Velcro piece, attach them, kind of pull that uniform downward. And then now I've got Tila and Andra both in their Merc uniforms.
Nice. Yeah, that's sweet. Now see what I like about Tila though too. I like her weapons that she comes with. She comes with that sword. The sword kind of reminds me of a lightsaber, like the dark saber.
But yeah. So yeah, all these figures are just so fun.
Yes.
I really love recreating the scenes from the show.
Absolutely. And then, of course, we have the new Eternia comic book coming out the day after Valentine's Day. That
is when it's coming out. Nice.
Yes.
I cannot wait.
No, I can't either. I've already got I've had mine pre-ordered for a month.
Yep, same. Do you have a physical or like a digital or both?
No. If I can get it physical, I'd rather have it physical because even with digital, if they ever shut down the place where it's at, you don't own it.
Yeah. It is kind of nice if you want to read it on the go, especially with those. Oops. I didn't realize my phone flipped around there. My bad.
You're good.
I looked up on my screen. I'm like, why am I upside down? Why is my face showing? Oh gosh, oh gosh. Y'all can see my double chin there.
Oh, you're good. So, I have a question because it bugs me that I don't know how this happens. So, when Skeletor turns into Skelegod, obviously Skeletor is reincarnated when they bring him back. How is Skelegod still an entity coming back to help enforce the attack on Grayskull?
So I believe Darklyn only destroyed Preternia, and she kept Subternia to bring them forth. And since Scareglow is kind of their quote unquote ruler, I think, is that what you're asking?
Well, because Scareglow is Skeletor.
No, he's not. Okay, so they kind of hint at it because back in the day, one of the first showings of Scareglow, I believe on the box, it said evil spirit of Skeletor. But that was quickly kind of either never fully confirmed or they kind of backtracked it because a lot of the early day Motu mini comic, there was retcon after retcon after retcon after retcon. Like there's no like fluid motion to that story. Because
Well,
like at first it's just He-Man's this jungle man, then all of a sudden out of nowhere now there's a Prince Adam, and Prince Adam turns into He-Man.
yes, because see, that was my whole thing because I'm just like, hold up, because even on the Masterverse box of Skelegod, it does state the
It does.
evil ghost of Skeletor.
Maybe
so
well,
so
maybe the rules.
is that still canon or how is that?
Ah, maybe the rules of the underworld. There is no time flow. Like maybe time in Subternia doesn't follow the same rules as it does on Eternia. So maybe at some point Skeletor does turn into Scareglow, but just as long as he's been ruling in Subternia, he's probably forgotten. Because he did say in the show that, like, didn't he say, like, he kind of remembers that name? Because I think Tila or Andra bring
Yeah.
out this guy looks like Skeletor, and he's like, that name seems familiar.
Well, see, that's what Mega J is saying. Mega
Yeah,
J says
Skeletor never died, too.
yeah. Well,
Adam died.
his physical form died.
Skeletor jumped into the head of the Havoc staff.
Right. Or
So
evil
his like
one.
essence. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Scareglow is just the shadow of Skeletor, but he's not Skeletor. See, that's just weird to me because it's like, there's a miss somewhere.
Yeah.
Because that really does need to kind of clear up because again, like I had said in the beginning, Mega J is right. You know, Skeletor. Well, to me, Skeletor's physical died, but so his soul didn't die. He forced his damn it, what's the word? His essence into Evil Lynn's wand, and then or into the Havoc staff, whichever one, and then turned around when they came back and redid what they did after they came from Preternia and whatnot before Evil Lynn became Dark Lynn. You know, it was just kind of weird because they took that a step back and they brought it forward, and then there was. So it was really kind of confusing of which part is how that happens because Skelegod is really a cool figure. So like a very cool character is how they did that. He became Skeletor, whatever, just Skelegod, but then. Have Scareglow, he comes up out the ground, whatnot, whatever. When they get when Evil Lynn brings everybody back, which I don't think was her intention to bring everybody back, but when she did, that's when she brought Orko back as well in his white robes, which I really hope we get that Orko.
Yes, I almost kind of want to buy a second, if it's on like a clearance of that Savage He-Man to custom make a Oracle.
Well, I happened to got lucky. I got that Savage He-Man, but I've already had an Orko from that Savage He-Man, which I purchased off of eBay for like $6.
Oh.
So I've got 2 Orcos. So yeah, if they don't come with one, I'm definitely making one.
I would almost see it like kind of how they packed Savage He-Man with Orko. It'd be kind of cool if they packed Oracle in with maybe Prince Adam or Sorceress Tila.
Yes, absolutely.
You would think he'd almost be packed in with Darklyn.
Yeah, you would think that, and then even at that point, I do like how they ended Ollie of Evelyn putting down her orb and whatnot, but still, there's so much story to go left to tell, and I can't wait for that next season to come out because I'm very interested.
Right. Yeah, and I think Mega J said earlier in the chat he never died. Skelegod is just a shadow of Skeletor, but not actually Skeletor. He is a apparition conjured by Skeletor, not actually him himself. They're different, but he's a shadow, not a clone or copy.
Which that's kind of,
because I think in the mini comic, didn't Skelegod come from like a different dimension with Ninja or something?
I think so, but I'm not. I can't say for sure.
Yeah.
I haven't read. I haven't read that comic for a minute.
I could probably pull it up. I got it digital. It might be in part 2 of the comic.
I do find it funny that they with Darklyn, I'm kind of wondering why they didn't give her a person.
Why they didn't give her what?
They didn't give her a power sword.
Yeah, that's something I noticed right away. She definitely should have one, because I know there was like a power sword that came with Savage He-Man, and that's been kind of my extra power sword. But when Hero came out, like the classic version, he had a power sword. So my Hero actually has the extra power sword in his hand.
Okay.
I'm looking through the I don't know which mini comic it was that he pops up in for Skelegod. Because sadly, the digital version, they split the book up into 2 parts, and I don't recall reading it in the first half.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and take a look at my mini comics. Is that in the original comics or is that in the new one?
I believe that's in the original. Maybe it is in the new one. Well, no, because they were in 2 separate waves. Skelegod and Ninjor. Ninjor was wave 4, I believe.
Yep.
I'm just kind of generally scrolling through the book here. Which, of course, if you don't have the mini comic collection book, get it. It's so amazing.
Oh yeah, I have the mini comic collection book. I got mine on Amazon. I got it when they had it on sale.
Yeah. I think right now, they actually have a sale right now. The physical copy of the book is 35 or hardcover $29. And if you buy one, you get a second book 50% off. And they have some of the other books on sale too.
Oh wow! You see,
Yeah.
like when I bought mine off of Amazon, I caught it on sale for $19.99.
Yeah, that's a good price for that book because there's a lot of comics. Because that covers He-Man, She-Ra, New Adventures, and I think some of the classics.
This baby right here.
Yeah.
I love the artwork in here. I definitely love the stories. Like I can take with my 8-year-old and my 14-year-old. I'll sit down. We'll just have a story night, whatnot, whatever, and they'll both pass out.
That's awesome.
It's I think it's great that I can still do that with my 14-year-old. Like, Dad, I'm not her age, and
Right.
story night, but no, she gets into it. Like she'll actually kind of start trying to act some of the stuff out, and then she'll be like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
I literally do the same thing, but with my figures, because I'll pull open one of the cartoons and the shows, and I'll pause at a really cool looking spot. I'll grab my figures, pose them in the same way, and then. Okay, so sadly, his arms are a little too wide to hold this book, but I believe the other book will work if I have it open. But yeah, to have Oracle holding this book right here, that's really cool.
That is very awesome.
And sadly, you can't really. You can move his arms back and forth, but you can't twist them to rotate his hand. Because I believe his hand, yeah, if it was like this, you could hold the book.
Right.
But sadly, it just slips off. I think the Origins could, though. Oh, wait, I found it. I randomly. I opened up to a random page and I found it.
Nice.
It is called The Search for Keldor comic. And it's right here.
Nice.
So they have Eternia. They have Clam Champ. I believe that's also the first time Clam Champ shows up. And they're on the search for who this Keldor is. And then they're like, or Skeletor's like, they can never discover the secret of Keldor, for that knowledge could destroy me. And that was kind of the hint that they went with in 2000X to make them the same person.
Right.
And then he opens up a dimensional door. They think they have the power. Ha! Let them try to see through the veil between dimension. I have the power to force it and bring the most evil beings from time and space to Eternia to do my biddings. And then Ninjor and Skelegod pop up. I am Skeletor, and I shall teach you the meaning of fear. I am the master here. And they're both bowing down to him. So yeah, they definitely are two different characters. But he did say he got them from time and space. So he could have pulled them from the future to where Skeletor turns into Skelegod. And Skelegod just isn't telling Skeletor, hey, I'm the future you. Now that's just headcanon, but that could be.
That could be. That is sweet.
And yeah, like you're saying, the art in here is just amazing.
Yes. Thank you, Mega J, for being here. Appreciate it. Have a great night, brother. So, Yeah, absolutely. I can't I can't think enough of how Masterverse is. I was I, I was ready to just not do anything with Masterverse at all. I was just going all in on Origins. That's where my vintage line comes into. So, and then I got to looking at the characters, and I get to be online now with y'all, and y'all kind of drew me into that too. And I'm looking at these figures, and I go look at them online, whatnot, whatever, and I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the way these are sculpted. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I've got to
Yeah.
have one, even if it's just one. And of course, that one turned into like
Yep.
literally with the last 3 weeks, I've got almost the whole.
Yeah, that kind of happened with like me too. I was Origins only because I saw those quarterly reports where they kind of leaked the first shots of them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
those look okay. I think I'll stick to like Origin though. The 7-inch scale would be cool, but then we were in store and we saw the wave there, and I picked it up, and I'm like, well, crap. Got the whole first wave.
Yep. Yep.
And it was all over.
Yeah. It's like for me, what I'm glad they haven't done with Masterverse, no vehicles, Mattel, please.
Yeah, they've only done Battle Cat, which I got him up on the top shelf here.
Now, honestly, I want Panther.
Yes.
I want Revelations Panther. That whole skull motif over his head, that's
Yep.
amazing.
That classics design that they did for him.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah, that head is cool. Hebrew makes some like 3D printed ones for Origin. I don't know if he's done Masterverse yet, but
It'd be kind of hard to do. I think do a Panther with the Battle Cat because Panther looks like a whole different cat all to himself.
Yeah, the head would have to be different. They could use the same body.
Right, but yeah, that head would have that facial head structure would have to be totally different.
I've seen a couple like repaints, and it looks okay.
I don't have a charger that'll work with that.
I mean, like with the with the Panther that they did in Origins, they really just is it really a no, I think they used a different head on that Panther too.
Origins?
On the Origins one, yeah.
They are the same.
Are they the same?
Yep. Because I got see if I can pull them out here.
I've got both.
Oh.
I've got both the flocked Panther. I've got the other Panther, and I've got the original Battle Cat. And then I've got the Battle with Battle Armor He-Man.
Pull his helmet off here. They're both the same head.
They are. Huh.
Yep.
See, I can tell, but I can't really tell because both of mine, all of my tigers are all still in the box, with the exception of my Revelation Battle Cat, and that's an amazing Battle Cat by itself.
Yeah, it is. Sadly, that boy's a little too big for me to pull down onto my desk with all my other figures I already got.
Hey, that's 14 inches of cat.
Right. Like, even pulling out the smaller Battle Cat I tipped over Evil Lynn. And I always have to constantly brush off Panther because, like hair, in fact, there is a cobweb.
Dust, any any anything that's floating in the air is going to collect on that flock.
There is actually a little cobweb on my Panther saddle. I just pulled it off.
Nice.
Oh. So apparently there's a spider living inside of my castle.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. He can live there. Just don't crawl on my face, please. Because I got my painted castle right there.
Thanos Copter, you say a Duncan you must have. Me too, brother. I gotta get one.
Oh, that brand new Duncan from the second part of the show. I want that figure, that deluxe one.
Yes.
I cannot wait. I've been refreshing Target multiple times during the day. I'm like, please go for pre-order. Please go for pre-order. Because he's supposed to be a Target exclusive figure.
Yes. And Nolan says my flocked Panther is with his 40th Skeletor. I absolutely love that flocked Panther. But I've left him in the box. I left him in the box because I do remember when I had my vintage one, that flocking with every single touch.
Yeah.
It. Yeah, I don't know. I really do love the Masterverse line and what they've done. I can't say enough good things what Mattel has done. I know the Four Horsemen had a whole lot to do with the Classics line. They
Classics
did
and 2000X.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of wish they would have stayed with it, but again, at the same time, with the Masterverse, Mattel hasn't done a bad job. They haven't. They haven't taken it a step backwards.
No. And there's a difference between a collector line sold online and a retail in-store item. There is variations in how much paint they can put on a figure. So I do understand people that have classics that look at Masterverse and they're like, I'll stick with the classics I have. And there are some people that use Masterverse to add in those few figures they've missed out on, or ones that didn't get released. Because they do scale fairly well.
Yeah, they do. There's a couple of the classics that I want to get. One being the exclusive. I want that Slamurai with the two snake troopers. I can wait on it. I don't necessarily have to have it, but that's just one of my few that I'd like to get from classics. But if I don't, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Trapjaw would be really cool to have. That classic face sculpt for him is just amazing, and probably the most wanted figure for me. And it's probably an odd one to some, but the Light Hope figure they made, an actual physical embodiment of Light Hope, looks so amazing.
See, I've never seen that one.
That's from the She-Ra line. Light Hope is kind of the spirit of the Crystal Palace, and in classics they made it into a actual physical figure. It's like a translucent pink figure, and it's got lots of like pearlescent white and gold armor. And it looks so beautiful.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now just so I
Yeah.
find it. Physical embodiment. Oh wow,
Yeah.
that is sweet.
Isn't it?
Wow. I nope,
You
can't
can
do
see
it.
why I
That,
want it.
yes,
Oh,
absolutely. That the armor by itself is fantastic.
right? Because the only time we ever saw a physical embodiment of Light Hope is in the 2015 or 14 Netflix She-Ra show.
Like I've literally got to share that screen
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
because
Definitely share it.
if 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 nobody else has seen this figure, I'm gonna share that right now. Is it on screen?
Yes.
Am I sharing that screen? Alrighty. Yeah, that is fantastic.
You might want to click on one of
Like
them to make it
I just
bigger.
want to go take a look at it. That is marvelous. Let's see here. Not sharing screen. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'll bring it up. Um, let's see. Sharing the screen.
Here, I can actually give you a website where they compile all of the um, figures.
This one right here. Like on it, but that's an amazing figure.
Try and find the page where they have Light Hope.
That is wow. That translucent buck. That whole figure. That wow. Oh, I love that secondary head too.
Yep.
Wow. All right, I've got to get off that screen because I want one. I've got to not do that. Yep, yep.
Try to see what year they brought that figure out in. Because I have a site where they compiled all of the classics figures together. Oh, here it is. So it came out in 2014. I'll copy this. And again, this is a site you can just use in like general. It's really nice. I'll give it to you in DMs
Nice.
and Instagram here.
All right.
There you go. It's called Vault of Grayskull.net.
send that. That's nice. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see, like the other night I did my trap jaws. There's the mini comic. There's the other Origins classic.
Oh. There you go. He does it. He holds the book. Ooh, that is nice. I need to get that mini comic trap jaw.
Yes.
I've kind of avoided all of the mini comics because if I get one of the mini comic figures, I'll want them all. And sadly, one of them is Triclops.
Yeah,
So, and that figure is expensive.
That figure is extremely expensive.
Yeah.
I'd catch it when I got lucky. I caught it in that second sale.
I missed that whole sale. Like, I got there 10 minutes late, and I was like, everything's gone.
But this is where Trapjaw started.
Yep.
I hate the face sculpt, but this is where he started.
Actually, where is mine? I should have them displayed, but I don't. I did a little custom job on mine. I created a visor for him. Let me get some space to move some of the things. I think he might be inside my castle. And there's a jar and a Funko in the way of my castle door. Let's grab a sword to unlock the door. Is he in there? There he is. One minor complaint about, well, I guess another minor complaint about the Masterverse Roboto figure is that he comes with these cool translucent power sword halves.
Yes.
This one should be purple. Why is this gold? Why?
I think that's when he. I think that's when he was,
even when they were bringing the swords together, this half was still flaming and purple.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I've watched that scene over and over because I swear one of the promo shots showed the sword purple, and I was excited because it used to be gold, and I was like, good, they fixed it. And then when the figure came out, I was like, what is this? But yeah, here's what I did with my Cronus.
Oh, I gotta bring that back up. Oh, I love what you did with the what? With the what?
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, so, wow. I love that visor.
This visor is part of the plastic bubble that one of the, like a random Origin figure comes with. And I cut it out and I glued it on. And you could see some of the super glue where I glued it. So I took this white strip of plastic and I just put it on the top here to cover up that kind of glue spots. And the color is actually literally a green Sharpie. I took a green Sharpie and just colored the top so the visor was green. And then I painted his gun. And then because the cuffs were gray, I put a little bit of gray into his belt. And then I painted it silver. And then with all the boots, I do this little bit of gold, or not gold, but silver, and this metallic blue.
That is really nice.
But now he actually doesn't look as ugly. He's got something kind of covering up that mug.
Yeah, because I have to say, his face on this without that visor, he looks like somebody hit him in the face with a frying pan.
Right, he looks kind of like a knockoff cheap football player. one of those older ones, like where their helmets were like leather caps.
Yes. And so like I'm doing I am doing a custom with another clamp champ of mine, but this is going to be after I'll pop his head off and I'll pop the King Grayskull alternate head from my Masterverse onto this figure and give them all the other stuff because I'm doing the I have to get another 2000X He-Man to get that his straps,
Mm-hmm.
so I can have that same sculpt, that same what is it, an asterisk that they have for the
Yeah.
on that. So yeah, I have to get a second one of those, and that'll complete them. But the literally the skin tone to Clamp Champ matches. I mean, like literally matches. It's not off a little bit. The brown tones are exactly the same.
Oh,
So all I have to do is pop the other head on my other Clamp Champ, and then get that other buck. I'm kind of thinking about doing it a little bit different. I'm thinking about keeping the Clamp Champ silver on here, and keeping the red shorts and boots. I don't think I'm gonna do anything different with that. But then I have the what is that? The Ultimate Warrior has the little has the little cape from WWE Masters.
yeah.
He has that red cape, so I'm thinking about using that because it has a skull in the front in the front of that cape that go around his neck. So I'm thinking about using that for his King Grayskull's cape, make it a little bit different, but making it my own.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I know a lot of people take get an extra Clamp Champ and make a Hebrew figure, which is a custom that someone had made. It's like a black He-Man.
Yes.
Very cool.
Very
Self-made character that person made. It's always cool to make your own kind of like custom characters and stuff.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. You know, you know, your creativity comes out, but it's also just something fun to like just display it. You know, it's a conversation piece. It sparks something up right quick. What made you think? What made you think of that? Who is that? You know, such thing. You go for the real creative people like you who like to make stories and this and that. You can make a background for them and stuff like that. It's like, oh, wow, okay. and that's what I really like about the Rulers of the Sun line too, because the Rulers of the Sun line, it brings all the ethnicities together that we didn't have in the original.
Because Clamp Champ didn't come until like late in the line, like the last 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was definitely amazed with it.
I got a Boltman coming this week, but I have all the others except the one from Wave 12, Hypno, and then the newly announced Duplico. But I have Sunman, I've got Space Sumo, and why am I blanking on his name? The guy with the glow-in-the-dark chest.
Oh, Digitino.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on BBTS to send me my Snake Armor Skeletor because I haven't gotten it in yet.
I've seen some people put up messages that he was coming in soon from the people that ordered him like right away.
So yeah, I'm waiting on that. I'm still waiting on my Grizzlors from Mattel Creation to come in. Those ain't coming in until June, July. So there's gonna be a lot of things coming in June and July.
Hmm.
But then I'm still waiting on like Tongue Lasher and Hypno and the other Duplico and Hypno and you know.
The one thing I'll say, be very careful with his fur. Because every time I touch this figure, more and more hair comes off.
Mm.
I actually had a patch right here on the side of his head. A patch about that big, just pull off. So I actually had to go in and glue. I had to like take the hair that fell out, re-line it up by clumps of strands, and then I cut the tips of them off so it's a nice clean line. Take a little super glue, run it along the side, fold that hair up at the very end, and then glued it to the side of his head, and you can barely tell. But yeah, he had all these whole like sideburn was like gone.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanos Copter says, "Did you guys see my pic the other day with my pig head hinge?" Thanos Copter, I think I might have missed it. Did you put that on IG?
Yeah, I think I might have missed that too. I'll definitely have to check that out because I feel that's like the only one thing that's missing from the Rulers of the Sun line is either more bad guys or pigmen, henchmen, you know. Because out
Yes.
of all the figures, there's 10 heroes and one villain, and that's it.
Yeah, that's that's kind of strange to me too. Oh, Thanos Copter, you said you put it on IG. I'll have to go take a look at that. In fact, I'll do that right now.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm actually gonna go search it.
I can't get into my figuratively speaking account on IG on my computer. I got to do it on my phone.
Oh, I see it now. That's actually really cool.
Share the screen, can you?
Not from my end. Uh, I'll take a screen grab and send it to you so you can share it.
All right. Oh, actually, yes, I did. I did see this Thanos Copter with your. I I I was like, wow, that's cool. I love the Triceratops and the vulture. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, the vulture one immediately that popped in my head. Skelevator made villain for his Mr. T He-Man character,
Uh-huh.
and that immediately made me think of that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Probably not the same in any means, but like that's just what like popped in my head.
I really love the snake and the dragon
Yeah,
behind Sunman.
that Triceratops one makes me think of Triceraton from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. I know that figure, but I don't know that figure. But I couldn't remember the name. I'm just like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Triceratops.
that is like my second, well, my third love. Like it's like Motu, DC, and then a TMN, NT. Like that was pretty much like my childhood up to like 8 years old until Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came out, and then I forgot about everything. I
Yes.
think I was in like second grade when it came out, and all of a sudden all my toys just got pushed aside. I'm like, what is this? What are these colors? They're doing karate? I love karate.
I absolutely love it. Well, it is 2 hours and 25 minutes into
Oh,
my
yeah.
stream. I could
It's
go
been
and
fun,
do
man.
this all night.
Right? Same. Like,
Unfortunately, I have to call it quits for now. I have to be up at 4 in the morning because I have to be at work at 5 in the morning. I have a truck that I'm going to be unloading, and then I get to come home after that.
yeah, I gotta either stay up or get up for the Darkland sale.
Yeah, I'm hoping she'll last until after I get off work. If not, I'll wait for the secondary market if I really decide I need her.
All right.
But yeah, she really is a cool figure, but I I can't get over those feet and I can't get over those legs.
I love them. I'm gonna paint her like nails all purple. I'll try to get a little metallic blue in there so they really shine.
Thank you, Nolan. Thank you, Master Versal. Have a great night. See you on the
Yeah.
next one.
See you on the next one. Yeah. Hope you didn't mind me bringing out like all my different figures.
Oh no! I love that.
Yeah,
Fact,
I figured you were, but I was worried. I'm like, I hope I'm not overtaking your show.
oh no! In fact, Adam and Master Versal Toy Hunter and I are going to be talking. Uh, I have a show that I want to do that's not going to be about toy news at all. Actually, we want to bring some people on and show off their customs and this, that, whatever.
I could definitely help you there.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
absolutely. No. You're absolutely one of the first ones I thought of.
Oh,
There's
cool.
a few others that I've thought of as well. That I have a friend on IG. He goes by Deep Lex Customs, Jerry D. He does some amazing, phenomenal work. In fact, he's the one who I got the idea for the Skelmo for.
Mm-hmm.
He does some really amazing work. Um,
Awesome.
if you haven't seen him on IG, look him up.
I haven't.
Jerry D or Deep Lex Customs.
Deep Lux, like
Deep
Luck or Lux?
LEX. Deep Lex Customs.
Oh, I see him, and I'm following. Ooh, that um, Battle Cat, that one that's like orange and blue. That is beautiful.
Yes, he's got some really dope customs. I was like,
Oh
wow.
gosh, the backside of that with the actual light up microchip. That spoilers.
Yes,
That is beautiful.
yes. Absolutely phenomenal work he does.
Yeah, definitely following him. Wow.
I mean, he definitely pulls out all the stops. But everybody, thank you for being here on the stream. I will check you later on my next stream. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to the channel, do all the YouTube things. Bud, give them a call out to where they can see what you've got going on and let them know.
Yes, I'm GamerBud, now known as my buddy's customs. I usually post on Instagram. I'm on Twitter a little bit, but pretty soon here I'm going to be starting up a YouTube channel. I'm going to be linking it in my Instagram here tonight. But I will be doing customs, paintwork, diorama builds on the cheap, and photo or figure photo pho- uh, pho- photography. Sorry.
Nope,
Yeah,
that's awesome. So, everybody, thank you all for being here, and I will see you on the next one. Bud, thank you for being here. Definitely
thank you.
can't wait for you to be up back on.
Yeah,
And
same.
we'll see y'all later.
Later,
Have a
man.
good night.
Good night, all.